What's going on, guys? This is DaWoblefet, and I'm here with some research topic today that I'm just now starting to begin. This is very new, and I've been wanting to do this for a couple generations now, and I'm happy that I'm able to take it on. This is probably going to be my main research topic until DLC 2 comes out. I don't know how long it'll take. I don't think it'll be that bad, but there's definitely quite a few to go through. So, previously, one of my biggest pieces of research just this generation has been the checks done before move success. So, the order in which different effects will stop a move from executing. So, for example, let's say you have safety goggles and you have electric terrain up. Which one of them will block Spore? And in this case, it will be goggles because electric terrain is way down here. But anyway, these sorts of checks are very useful for determining what will stop a move from working, which is relatively important. However, there's also another category that I do want to take on as well, called the checks done after move success. And right now, there's nothing here because we are starting from scratch. This is research that I've never done. There's a list on this from Generation 7. I don't know how accurate it is. Sadistic Mystic gave me it. I don't think it's his original research. I think he got it from the Japanese, so far as I know. I'm not 100% sure on that. But anyway, this was the list as of Gen 7, so far as we know. So there's various different effects in here that will trigger in a specific order after a move executes. So once you hit this stage, the move can't stop executing. It has to keep going. So there's lots of different things in here that will apply. So for example, a really common one that comes up all the time, emergency exit versus U-turn or volt switch. So if you use U-turn or volt switch into a Golisopod or into a Pokemon with the eject button, then the eject button will trigger first prior to the emergency exit, emergency exit or eject button will happen prior to the U-turn or volt switch. Very common interaction. Well, I shouldn't say common, but a commonplace interaction that can come up. So I've got a few more listed down here. I'm sure there's going to be this is going to expand as we go along. So anyway, I'm planning on just recording these just because I can. And I don't have anything prepared today so far as an actual hard and fast list goes. So how I typically do this and how I did for the checks done before move success, what I did was you start off and you just check to see, okay, does this one occur before this one? All right, good. So that one occurs first. And you basically just do that over and over and over again. And eventually you'll have enough dichotomous stuff so you can tell which one will actually go first. So I'm going to go ahead and swap back over to my actual Switch screen. I'm going to go ahead and turn on some background music as well rather than using the cartridge background music because I hate it. So we're going to go ahead. Let me see if I can't find. There was so the new Pokemon Masters EX was just released, and they have some decent remixes. It's not anything that's wonderful, super good, but there are some good stuff. I've been in particular really enjoying the Kalos Gym Leader theme, which is actually from base Pokemon Masters. So I'm going to go ahead and turn that on. And then once we get that to load up, we will begin. So it's difficult to know exactly where to start with for some of these. So unlike the checks done before move success, where we had really well-defined breakpoints, I'm not really sure what's super good breakpoints here. We know that we have things like the Pokemon fainting. That's going to be a good breakpoint. So does this effect occur before or after the Pokemon faints? That's a good breakpoint. And then I guess you have, does this effect occur before or after the Pokemon takes damage? Those are kind of some of the big ones, I'd say, but it's not apparently obvious that those should that's how it should behave. So we will have to poke around a little bit to see what we want to even start with. I think it might be useful to work backwards. It could be. I'm not really sure. I'm not entirely sure what the proper order is that we should start with. Anyway, we'll go ahead and turn that on. Oh, let's see here. So, just so you can kind of see what I'm debating over. This is one of the tricky things to start off with. It's just kind of like, what do you start with? Probably one of the most important things is to check to see if something happens prior to a feint. That would be kind of important to know. There are certain things in here that also, like, I know we don't have weakness policy activation in here, actually. Yeah, I don't see weakness policy activation. I'm going to add that on here. Because that's an effect that triggers. Let's see, what to start with. I think I'm going to go in reverse order since it seems to be a little bit easier. Oh, we also have sheer force, so it seems like our... Let me make a note here. So it looks like our breakpoints are going to be damage targets, feint targets, sheer force. Those seem like pretty important ones. These are like the big ones, I think. I also, we want to know max moves as well. Max moves. That probably occurs in the same areas up here, if I'd guess. Although we don't know if anything on this list is if anything on this list is correct or not. Disguise is also a pretty common breakpoint. That should be pretty simple to test if things occur prior to or posterior to disguise. Yeah. We're going to need brutal swing. I think that's probably going to be a pretty obvious one that we're going to need, because a lot of these look like contact. So I need to make sure I have brutal swing. Is brutal swing in the game? I believe it is. Let me swap back to my this. Let's see. Is brutal swing in the game? I'm pretty sure I do have brutal swing. That would be very important, because brutal swing is the only spread contact move, as far as I know, unless they added a new one that is escaping me. Oh, I'm playing brutal swing mons. That's great. Okay. So I think we're going to go ahead. Actually, we're going to start with sheer force, because that could be pretty handy, I think. And just check to see what does and doesn't apply for sheer force. So I think that would be good. And then we can check to see the relative order of within those sheer force areas. So I think we'll go ahead and do that. So the first thing I'll need then is a Pokemon with sheer force. Sheer force. There's a slight bit of delay on... Oh, I'm an idiot. There's a slight bit of delay on my controller, I think. So I may try unplugging and replugging it in. Let's see here. This usually helps it. Let's see if that helped. Okay, that feels a lot more smooth. Okay. So we've got Kingler, we've got a Girder, got a Drudigan, and we've got some of those elephant Pokemon. What else is Girder? This looks like a pretty good target, so we want to test, so we're going to go ahead and test Sheer Force to start off with. And our candidates for that are Color Change, which I don't think is in the game anymore, because I think only Kecleon had that, and Kecleon is not in the game, because we don't have Protean. I know that for sure. Color Change. Nope, nothing with Color Change. So Color Change isn't in the game anymore. Berserk is in the game, I believe, because I think Drampa is in the game. Yep, Drampa's in the game. Drampa, Berserk. Keyberry and Moringa are obviously in the game. Red Card and Eject Button are obviously in the game. I'm pretty sure Red Card and Eject Button do not have... I don't remember if they are the same speed. We have Pledge combos. Wait, Pledge combos are sheer forceable? That's weird. Okay. Relic Song and Battle Bond form changes, that can't happen anymore because Relic Song isn't in the game and Battle Bond isn't in the game. You've got Life Orb and Shell Bell. Now that seems really wrong because... Oh, no, it is right because Sheer Force negates Life Orb Recoil, which is still so weird. Yeah. That's actually probably the most common interaction out of all of these. We've got Emergency Exit. I don't care about Wimp Out. It behaves functionally the same in every other way. Got U-Turn and Volt Switch. Which I think... That's not really anything too unusual. I've got Pickpocket. I believe Pickpocket is in the game because we have Weavile. Yeah, we've actually got several Pokemon with Pickpocket. So let me go ahead and I'm actually going to toss Orbeetle in here. We'll go ahead and remove your Choice Scarf. We'll go ahead and put Mew back in my testing area. My main tests. Or excuse me, my in-game area. Okay. We'll unload some of the other Pokemon. Speaking of which, actually, what's this thing's Slam, Hammer Arm. Those are all bad moves. I'd prefer to have a 100% accurate move. Oh, that wasn't highlighted. Try it again. Crunch. That looks like a great candidate. Okay, then we have... So Pickpocket is in the game. Do I have a Pickpocket Pokemon? I actually forget. I always forget how this ability works. It's not very good. It doesn't have an entry. From an attacker that made contact. From an attacker that made contact. Pickpocket. This Pokemon has no item and is hit by a contact move. It steals the attacker's item. So apparently Pickpocket is negated by Sheer Force, according to this. That should be a simple test. Go ahead and add this. There's also another one in here that I forgot. Sadistic Mystic brought this up. I don't remember where he did. I'm trying to find this, yeah, I don't know where that's... oh, he probably posted it in Sun Moon Research. No, this is when we talk about the new Skydrop glitch. Where are you at? I don't remember. Okay. Well, it doesn't matter too much. Pickpocket, and then there's also Wide Herb. Wide Herb is negated by Sheer Force? Gotta be kidding me, man. And the Natural Gift, I think, got axed from the game. Showdown says it exists. Is that accurate? No, I didn't think so. Yeah, you can't use Natural Gift anymore. I thought that was removed. So we've got quite a few checks to do. So let's see if I have a Drampa with Berserk. I doubt I do. Because I may have a Drampa, but not probably with Berserk. No, I don't. I could probably Ability Capsule it, I think, because I think that is a non-in ability. It is not, so I probably don't have an HA Drampa, so I could probably do that. Because my other one is Cloud9, which I don't really care that much about. I have good alternatives for that. Drampa. Actually, we can just kind of like... no, I kind of want to do that. So we'll go ahead and do Drampa. Alright. Oh, is it a low level? Yeah, it is. So that won't work. I guess I'll just save Drampa for some other time. We've got plenty of other options. So, yeah. let's go ahead. So we got Pickpocket. We got Life Orb as well. We got Shell Bell as well. Got Emergency Exit. That's one I can definitely grab. It's a pretty simple one. Emergency Exit. I'm an idiot. There we go. Okay, we've got that. We can give Drowdigan a Life Orb at some point. That could be useful. Most of these other ones are items, which is kind of nice. Pledge combos as well. Pledge combos will be tricky. I'll have to do a bunch of skill swapping for that. If I want to do it in single player. I'm going to go ahead and grab Volt Switch as well. Volt Switch. Actually, U-turn would be preferable. I have a Jirachi with U-turn. And 700 though. So maybe not. There we go, that looks good. Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and just start with these. So we can verify that they're after Sheer Force, which would be pretty simple to do. And then we can just do some of the other ones, like, we'll give this one a Keyberry. Okay. Keyberry. Yeah, that could be... I'd rather use a regular Pokemon. We'll give you a... Eject button. Okay. I only have one eject button? That seems wrong. I probably have more in my box. I also have White Herb, but I don't think that I can trigger that with Drowdigan at least. No. Pickpocket. We'll just go ahead and keep it like this. And we'll just see what we can do. Get into the tests. Since we're in a new environment, I'll go ahead and swap the music as well. I wanted to see what the new Lily and, I don't know what the Lily one is going to be, because I don't think she had a normal theme, did she? Guess we'll find out. So if I go for a Crunch, I'll just have to Cramorant kill the Milcery. It did not trigger. So Sheer Force is higher than Keyberry. This guy would need to have an item in order for me to do that. So if I do this into a Amoonguss, shouldn't trigger the eject button either. Yep, no eject button trigger. Oh, I have animations on. I should turn those off. Sheer Force over eject button. Okay. Let's see here. Let's see how much this will do to Golisopod. I have no idea. Probably, I mean, it's been doing a lot to my other mons. So this will probably be a 2 or 3 at KO, which is all I need. Oh, never mind, that's not a 2 at KO. Might be now. Handy crit. Just barely not enough. Don't hit my... Oh, don't put it in the range. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Yes, okay, good. Alright. Okay, so this should... not trigger it. Good. Good. So sheer force is higher than... what's it called? Emergency exit. No surprise there. Okay. What else can I test with this guy? Not really too much else. I can do U-turn versus Glisopod. It'd be pretty straightforward. Let's see if he, if the AI attacks me. Actually, I don't think this is sufficient for me to be able to tell. Because, well, it might attack me anyway. Okay, it didn't attack me. Yeah, because I think I have to be above half for this to trigger. So I don't think this would, like, I don't think hitting myself right now would actually set it off. Pretty sure this doesn't set it off. Yeah, it doesn't set it off. So U-turn wouldn't have worked there as a test. Okay, so what are my options for healing? So Glisopod has 189. 189 divided by 2 is 94. So it needs to be at least 94. So I can heal it to 93 with Super Potion, which is not enough. I can heal it up to 153. Probably won't take enough damage is the problem. I can just try U-turning it though. It probably, I can get pretty close probably. Yeah, I should buy some regular potions, because that could come in handy, I think, for manipulating their relative ranges. Oh, that's gonna take forever. I know how it behaves too, so it's kind of annoying that I have to kind of just sit around. Oh, I should have used fresh water. Or another one of those. But yeah, I'll buy some. Some actual medicine. Okay. 112. I don't think it did enough last time. We'll try though. Just barely not enough. No. If I had like double U-turn, this would be way smarter. But I don't. Yeah, I might not mess with this. If it attacks me, then I might just, yeah, forget this. We're just gonna. I don't see any reason to waste time trying to exactly pinpoint it. Yeah, this is a little bit too happy. Let's go to Lusamine. What is Lusamine's theme? Oh, let's go load a little bit. Okay, so let me go ahead and buy some potions. So I can manip this a little bit better. I also want to turn my options. Oh, no, Yes. Alright, you got potions for me, buddy? Oh, you do! Nice, okay. And I'll just buy 5 of you. That should be fine. Buy a couple more of these as well, just to make it even. I should have the cash to do so. I don't have any antidotes. Unreal. Or max repels, because, like, why would you buy max repels in this game? Just dodge the Pokemon. Ah, that's why I didn't want to get on the bike. Okay. Go ahead and save just to get that stored. Okay. So I want to go ahead and I want to give Drudigon a item of any sort. I can give it a life orb. Actually, I'll just give it like a random item. Can I teach Drudigon any move that's a special attack? Oh, wrong one. Special attack that would trigger Sheer Force. This would, but it costs me. I'm looking for a TR that would do it. Because I ain't trying to... Or excuse me, a TM that's trying to do it rather than a TR. Oh, Dragon gets Heat Wave. This is a really mild remix of Glutamine. Do we not have anything? Nothing? Without TRing? Is there really nothing? Well, I guess there's nothing. Alright. I think I saw what Flamethrower would work. Dark Pulse would work. Annoying. I guess we're gonna reset anyway, but... Yeah, because Sheer Force won't apply if it doesn't actually go off, obviously. So we've got that now, so now we can give this thing the Moringa. It should behave the same way as Key, but... doesn't hurt to test. Okay, we'll go ahead and move this over to you, I think. I might, No, Super Fang wouldn't be affected by Sheer Force. How would I actually do this, now that I think about it? I just have to give it, I just have to hit it really hard. Actually, since we already know how to eject button, what am I doing here with this eject button test? Nothing really. I wouldn't be wanting to use eject button on this one. I could do red card, I suppose. And I can test as well. Which behaves first? Okay, so now I can test with Grimmsnarl again. U-turn will be fine, I just need to time it a little bit better. Okay, what else can I test? Shell Bell, not really. White Herb, but there's nothing I can... I don't know how I test White Herb. Because Sheer Force's whole gimmick is that it would negate all that stuff. So it'd have to be some sort of stat lowering effect. I don't know how you'd test White Herb with Sheer Force. It must be a move that has like a... it could be anything, really. I don't know when White Herb... If that's the case, then White Herb kicks in actually really late. Maybe that's what it's implying. Potentially. I could do Pledge Combo, but that's kind of... That'd take a while to set up. Yeah, we'll just go in with this. Ah, is there anything else I can test? No, not really. We'll go ahead and just go with this. Let's switch off of Lucamine as well. This isn't as nice as I would have hoped it would have been. This one's Battle Legendary. It's not an EX remix. I want the Dark Pulse here. Nope, did not trigger Moringa. No surprise there. So Sheer Force over Moringa. We'll go ahead and crunch into Grimmsnarl. Nope. Oh, Wandering Spirit is another one to test. So Sheer Force is over the other move. Unless there's another way I can test. Superpower doesn't have that, so this would trigger Pickpocket. And let me verify. I'll just play. I did a lot. This should... Yep, Pickpocket triggered. Yep. So definitely Sheer Force is before Pickpocket. Now that I have an understanding of how Pickpocket actually works. Okay. We already know that it's not going to trigger eject button, so let's see how it behaves with red card. Yep, it does not trigger red card. But if I superpower, it would. Sheer Force over red card. Let's see what I get random into. Well, I guess bad random, but whatever. I should be making notes of the text associated with this stuff. I guess in this case I haven't really had much text to point out, because Sheer Force has no text. So I need making note of that. So let's see here. So at this point we can just try to set up U-turn again. I think it's just out of range. Let me kill a few more turns. Maybe I can get him to hit into a little bit lower. 99. That should do 5. Emergency exits. Alright, that's all. We don't see any other text associated with it. Let me go ahead and check the text for this. I don't think it's anything especially surprising. Moringa. Yeah. Raised. Pokemon's offense. I think it was that. I'll check. I don't really see much more to do with this. We know that emergency exit is higher than U-turn. So let's go ahead and just test some items, I think. This is one sketchy. I like this one. Okay. We can test deck button versus that, I suppose, but that's kind of early, I think. That's a little bit too in-depth. We want to just... basically right now what we're trying to do is we're just trying to shove as much stuff as we can after Sheer Force. So that way we can... then we can rearrange it once we do that. So we want to test Shell Bell and Life Orb. So let's go ahead and grab a Life Orb. So we need Life Orb. Let me go ahead and grab a Rotom with Trick. Rotom. Sure, this is my Trick one. Yep. Okay. I didn't have anything to. I did. Okay, we'll go ahead and take this away. We'll give it a Shell Bell. So we can do multiple tests in one game. I think that I do have a Shell Bell. Shell Bell. We have Wide Herb. I still don't know how. How are we going to trigger a Wide Herb? Because we have to lower the stats somehow. And nothing here will lower stats. I guess, like... I guess it has to be, like, multiple... It has to be, like, multiple effects. Like, okay, say I hit a... Grimmsnarl with... like a Pickpocket Grimmsnarl. Say I hit it with a, move that lowers, like, special, like Spirit Break, or something like that. So, I think that's Contact. But anyway, some sort of Contact move that lowers a stat. So it hits that. Then Pickpocket would steal the Wide Herb prior to... No, because the Wide Herb has to be stolen. Okay, so the attacker has the Wide Herb. So it has to be a case where the attacker would lower its stats. So, like, Superpower. Superpower would be a case. Which could be tested, actually, with this already as it is. So if I give this thing a Wide Herb eventually, then that'll work. I'll go ahead and give this thing a Wide Herb as well, just because I can. Oh, I was right there. Wide Herb. And I'll just use that for tricking around later. So we've got those three now. Just don't have Drampa with Berserk, which would be nice to have here, but I don't have it, so... That seems to be everything, really. You know that red card happens afterwards. Yeah, let's see, your key, eject, emergency exit. Most of this other stuff is... Oh, we need to be able to have sheer force U-turn at some point. So let me go ahead and just grab skill swap for that. No. Actually, that wouldn't be too surprising. It's just weird because it's like not surprising to me that skill swap versus like that that U-turn is sheer force boosted. I guess, I don't know, and that doesn't seem like too surprising to me. I'll just go ahead and grab it. It won't hurt anything. Okay, let's grab the L-stick. Are you the L-stick I want? No. You probably are not. You probably are. Yep. Okay. And I'll just put you in another box. Okay, and then I can test U-turn with that. But it just doesn't seem very surprising to me that it would negate the switching effect. So I guess probably more relevant would be U-turn into pickpocket. That'd be significantly more relevant. So we'll go ahead and just grab that. And so I can just give this anything. Here you go. And let's give it like a real item. So we can just test that. Okay, that should be good. And we didn't do anything here that's temporary, so I can just save, which is great. So we're going to go ahead and just test... just going to hit anything I want, I suppose, to start off with. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and do U-turn into Grimmsnarl first. Hope I'm recording. It would be silly if I wasn't. I am, okay. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and U-turn. And I'll just kill the Milcery. Okay. U-turn. I U-turned prior to pick... Oh. Well, let's see here. That's interesting. So Pickpocket's text was kind of weird. It was, ability, triggers, and then Pokemon stole, I think? I think it was stole. I can just look at the text stump to verify. It was definitely stole, and we don't use... Stole isn't used very often in text. Where's my text stump? There we go. I'll actually pull this up so you can kind of see what I'm looking at. This is the text stump, Sword and Shield, as of 1.2. So we're looking for stole. This is a relatively big file, so it takes it a while for it to load up. Oh, okay, alright, I was gonna say, like, had its blank stolen? I don't think it was that. I don't think that was a text. It wasn't stolen 8. It might have been stole... It might have been stole the targets something. Ha! These first strings. That's Spectral Thief. Yeah, I think it was stole the targets thing. I think that's what it was. But I wasn't paying close enough attention. Alright, anyway. So that actually worked, though. That was interesting. So I'm not quite sure how to note that because actually let me just redo that interaction. I should have done a like a temp recording because I'm streaming with OBS, so I don't think there's a way of viewing the file like as it's loading. Oh, perfect. The legendary battle's almost over anyway. Next one is Ho-Oh. I did not lead with the correct ones, but that's okay. This should be a really obvious one anyway, so. So this should be sheer force over life orb. Sweet Kiss. Annoying. I'm actually gonna superpowered. Just so I can heal this off. Pokemon lost some of its HP. Pretty straightforward one there. And I'll make a note that this is pretty obvious, but fainting over life orb. I'll just do this, sure. Oh, I shouldn't have done that, because I'll need to trick it Shell Ball later. So it needs to be damaged anyway. Oh well. Okay. I'm actually going to clip this. Using the Switch's clip feature. Because this is weird. Because I U-turn, I hit the Grimmsnarl. Excelgor went back to the DaWoblefet, and then Pickpocket goes off. Turn. Pokemon. Back to. Let's go ahead and review that, what that actually looked like. Okay. So U-turn. Damage. Pokemon went back to... Yep. And then Pickpocket triggers. And then Pokemon... Target, actually. It's interesting. Target... had its item stolen. Okay. So U-turn is definitely before Pickpocket, but it doesn't negate it. Still runs Pickpocket. And that's not really too surprising to me, considering Grimmsnarl switches out, like, because that's typically how that sort of thing behaves. So I'm not that shocked at that. We'll just go on and Dragon. I think I used stop play, so I shouldn't die. weaken it some. Good. Good. And then I'll just kill a turn. I'll switch Rotom in. Let's go ahead and use Iron Head into Rotom, and we'll trick. Good, I'm faster. Okay, Iron Head. No Shell Bell. No surprise there. So Sheer Force is over Shell Bell. Yeah, we want to test White Herb next. So I'll go ahead and I'll trick the White Herb off of this guy. We'll swap back to Druddigon. Actually, that doesn't matter when it has it right now. Well, it kind of does, actually, doesn't it? Oh, Grimmsnarl needs to get its item removed. But I think I can still... So I skill swap anything, I think? No, it has to be Druddigon because of I know superpower. Yeah, so we'll do this, and we'll just trick Swirlix, the item that I got, which at this point should be okay, and then I'll just kill a turn. Yeah, Shell Bell, that's fine. You can have that. Okay. No. Okay, I can't run anyway. Now I go back out into Grimmsnarl. Take away its item. Now I'll switch out into Druddigon again. And I'll just sub. Ah, I used the White Herb. No! No! Ah, that's so frustrating. Okay. Well. Yeah, because I can't restore that. Dang it. I guess I can test Sheer Force U-turn. Ah, annoying. Okay, we'll skill swap. Okay, now I have Sheer Force. I'll give it to Excelgor. And I don't think this should be very surprising. I expect that the U-turn to not do anything here. I don't think that necessarily indicates negation order either, but... No, you do switch out. Okay, that's... Okay. So Sheer Force U-turn switches. Huh. Now, why would it do that? Okay, that's important to know. So shear force definitely doesn't negate switches. Because I had used skill swap, yeah. Okay. That's helpful info. I didn't expect that. Alright. Move on. The next one that we're listening to is Johto regular legends. In this case, is Battle Entei. Trying to see if there's any sheer force attacks that actually lower stats. Like they do. How do we move search? Secondary. Okay. I'm looking for a secondary effect that also lowers your own stats. Lowers stats. It doesn't do that. Yeah, nothing's really jumping out at me. So I don't know if that's possible. I don't know how that'd be possible to check. I probably just have to do some more thinking. It definitely should be possible. I just don't know how yet. It probably just has to do with another end of turn effect lowering it. But anyway, okay, we'll try Pickpocket Wide Orb again. So we'll just need to rearrange our items here. So we'll just give that White Herb. So that should let us test that. We also want to test Pledge Combo, which seems kind of hard to do. So maybe we'll hang on to Pledge Combo for a little bit. I think we'll just test this for now. Okay, so we'll go for Superpower here. So there shouldn't be any sheer force related shenanigans going on in here. Dragon's attack to fail, defense fail. Pickpocket steals the White Herb before it can lower them. That's funny. Okay, so Pickpocket is before White Herb. We do know that, at least. So White Herb is very late. I still don't know how we're going to test the sheer force part of it, but that's okay. Let me see if there's anything else. I think that's pretty well good. We can test the pledge combo. So I don't know if pledge combo is sheer force negated or not. Let me check to see. I want to see what Bulbapedia says about sheer force U-turn. So I'm surprised Sadistic Mystic would have it listed if it was actually negated. Or I'm surprised that that mechanic would change. That seems like a strange one to change. U-turn. Yeah, U-turn isn't mentioned. U-turn and Volt Switch aren't mentioned by Bulbapedia. I don't see anything about switching moves either. Yeah. I don't think it mentions his Meloetta. Switching forms. Okay. So that should tell us, that gives us most of that information there. So let's go ahead and see if we can set up Pledge Combo with Sheer Force. So this will be kind of tricky. So I will need, actually let's do this first. Alright, I need to do this. Go back in. Probably we'll do another item along with it. Either Shell Bell or Life Orb. Actually, I think Life Orb and Shell Bell, yeah. Sadistic Mystic thought they were the same last gen, so. Okay, we'll use Fire Pledge. Fire Pledge will be easiest. Oh, that's high level. Oh, it's actually not. Okay, that's good. I don't think actually I need you anymore, do I? No, I do. Never mind, I totally need you. Okay, and then I need Grass Pledge. That'll work fine. Actually, I should do Water Pledge, realistically. If I have it. I don't know if I do. Because that would set Rainbow. Is that high level to do something with it? It is, okay. Okay. We got Prankster, we got Skill Swap. There we go. Okay, that should look good. So I will give you the Moringa Berry. And I will give you the Life Orb. And that should be a good way of testing multiple things at once. Okay, so what we'll need to do to start off with is leave these two. I like how he, they're just barely in range for me being able to press A. I'm not pressing up on that. Let's switch music again. This is okay, but let's do a Novan Legendary. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, and we'll skill swap into... Oh, we can't test Life Orb as well. That's okay. I can just test that at a separate point. So I'll have to do two independent tests for that, but that's okay. Wait a minute, I'm an idiot. Doesn't this thing need to be water pledge? Yeah, okay, that. Yeah, it's the first one that. Okay, first one that waits, second one that attacks. So I can just boost the speeds though, I think. Okay, 36. I don't think I can get the high actually, because 36 times 4 wouldn't be enough. I don't think. 144. No, it is fast enough. Good. Okay. So this is a way of. It's probably faster. No, it's not much slower. Maybe Swirlix will help out as well. Go for Cotton Spore. But I don't think so. I need my Moringa. Oh well. Okay. So I'll go for Wire Pledge on myself. Fire Pledge on myself. So I should wait, or Wire Pledge, wait, now Fire Pledge. Let's see if that sets the... It does set the actual effect. And it's Life Orb boosted. Okay. So... Sheer Force does not negate... Yeah. Okay, so Sheer Force does not negate Pledge combo setup. And we know that Pledge combo is over Life Orb, which I think lines up with last gen. Yep. Because I am totally this, right, aren't I? Yeah, I've got Rainbow. Yeah, let's go ahead and just test without the, So Sheer Force has no effect on it. So now that I don't need Sheer Force, I can test to see how it behaves with Moringa. I should do Moringa. If last gen was right, it should be Moringa. Yeah, it should do Moringa, Pledge combo, then Life Orb. Pledge combo. Sets effect. Ha! It killed it. Oh, wait, that still doesn't work because I didn't boost, like, pop the speed. I have to make Pompeo fast. Ah, I triggered my Moringa again. How am I gonna do this? You know, realistically how we do it is... use a different Pokemon, that's how you do it. Wait, we already know that Pledge combo occurs with her Life Orb, so we can just do it the other way around. So if we just do this, haha. I might die though. It's a problem. Yeah, I died last time, didn't I? And I'll be fine. Surely. What I'll do is I could go to... No, I can't go to +6 either, because that won't trigger Moringa then. Maybe I just won't die this time. Maybe I'm being naive. Live! No! Ah! Wait, okay. No, that won't work either. Ah. Alright. Alright, I've got the solution. It should not be this hard. That was just not an idiot. Okay. So, this is how we're going to do this. Insta-fixed. Okay. There we go. And this thing should have more than speed than Cinderace. I'll just check. But it should. Level difference should be enough. Oh my god, it still doesn't have enough. I'll risk it. Oh, I'm supposed to boost. Ugh. Now I have to risk that not... Oh, no. Come on, don't be dumb, don't be dumb, don't be dumb. No! Oh. Ah! Alright. Fine, we'll just do it this non-stupid way. How many times do I have to teach you this lesson, old man? Spending 20 minutes on a simple combo like a boss. Okay. I just make Cinderace faster. Which it already is. But then I just level it up so that way I don't die. Okay. Now this should work. And if it doesn't, I'm gonna be so mad. This is like... I probably don't even... I don't need to do all of this either, but... Alright. No. No. Nice. Okay. Alright, this can't possibly go wrong. Because there's no way Papuyo can kill Cinderace at 100. I probably could have just carbosed it. But whatever. Okay. No, 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 no. Okay, there we go. Okay, Fire Pledge. Good. Fire Pledge. Good. That was a different order than what I was expecting. Let's go ahead and save you. Because that's not what I think I would have expected from last gen. Shame there's no like fast forward button on these things. Because I think Pledge combo went before. Okay. First thing that happened was Moringa. Wait. No, okay, that was expected actually. Okay. Moringa, Berry, Pledge, combo, get set. So that actually was expected. Let me make some notes on this actually. Pledge combo. Appeared in the sky. On side. Side. And then Life Orb. Let me see Moringa's text as well. I think it's just item raised Pokemon special defense, but I wasn't paying attention. I did so much for a level. Okay. Aha! The item. The item. The item raised Pokemon's special defense. Okay. Actually, let's go back into this because we don't need any more. Probably can delete a lot of these. Okay. So now that we know all of these, actually, do I have Showbell with me? No, I don't. So now that I know how all of these work, I can check the relative order of them, because most of these are after, or post, I think every single one that we've checked does appear to be post, Sheer Force. It's just that U-turn and Pledge combos, they actually still apply. So, actually, that might be a good stopping point for today. I think actually we'll go ahead and just stop it there. So, if you enjoyed this, thanks for watching. The spreadsheet will be below in the description. So, if you want to follow along, you can. But I think that'll be good enough testing for now.